With the latest changes by the National Association of Realtors and our local boards, we've begun implementing the new practices in our day-to-day interactions with clients, buyers, and sellers. When you walk into an open house now, there may be some surprising changes that I want you to be aware of, so you're not caught off guard. Thanks for joining me today. I am Rosa Helen with Intero Real Estate. 3 weeks ago, if you want to go see an open house, you would simply drive to the house, walk through the front door, talk to the hosting agent there, or if it's a busy open house, you can escape without talking with anyone. I know I have encountered the looky-loos or hobbyist open house goers. They go to open houses for fun and want to see how people have decorated or remodeled their home, or want to see the latest color trends. Now you may be stopped at the door and required to sign in before you're allowed to walk through the house. There is a form that seems to be the hype and cause of confusion amongst realtors and open house goers. It is called the Open House Visitor Non-Agency Disclosure and Sign-In Form. This form's purpose is to make clear that the agent hosting the open house is not your agent and does not represent you in any way. Conversations with the agent is not confidential. Any communication with the agent at the open house benefits the seller. Now, to me, all of this is common sense, but did you know that the agent hosting the open house is representing the seller, even though the seller may have signed the listing agreement with some other agent who is not at the open house? Essentially, the seller hired the brokerage. For example, Intero. All of us who work under the Intero brokerage represent the seller if we're hosting the open house. If the visitor of the open house does already have a realtor representing them because they have signed another form called Buyer Representation and Broker Compensation Agreement, then they can write their realtor's name on the sign-in form. If the visitor wants to further explore working with the hosting agent and wants the representation by this hosting agent, then an appointment should be set to have more discussion, and hopefully they will sign the buyer representation and broker compensation agreement. According to the rules of the NAR lawsuit settlement, the open house visitor non-agency sign-in form is not required to be utilized at the open houses. It is an option if the hosting agent chooses to use it. When you go to open houses now, you will encounter agents not using this form and some agents using this form. There is no wrong or right. The agents are just choosing to practice real estate differently. Can you refuse to sign this form? Yes, you can, because it is not required by law or the ruling of the lawsuit. Can an agent make you sign this form? No, they cannot. They can allow you to walk through the open house without your sign-in. Although you may encounter agents who are confused about how to use this form, you can simply tell them it is not required by law and ask kindly if you can walk through. Real estate sounds like it got a whole lot more complex. There is so much confusion, different interpretations of the rules, and learning happening right now as we navigate the new playing field in real estate. Many new forms were created just this year to handle the ruling of the NAR lawsuit. We will need to exercise patience and grace. I believe things will continue to flex and change as we get more experience with the new forms. I hope to continue to be your knowledge base when it comes to anything real estate related. Thanks for joining me today. I am Rosa Helen, offering you peace of mind in all your real estate needs.